It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Ravens and the Jags under the lights on Sunday night.
Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This one fielded at the 5. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
Now ETN to start the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Straight ahead, ETN. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now Lawrence on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner. And that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
And they'll run with ETN. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Jaguars. Zay Jones. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars will strike first here this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. So they drive for a total of 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. From the 27, Jackson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Third down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. It's complete to Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. From midfield now, Lawrence. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Now is the punter, Jordan Stout. On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one. Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Caught by Jones. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
ETN up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lawrence. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for the.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it's Lawrence. Touchdown! Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And it's good to make it 14-0. Pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 2nd and 11 now. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He's got a man. Complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson now. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And Jackson throwing once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tucker's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility through the air first. Maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to throw again. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Patterson's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there with a pretty good first half.
I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much dreamed everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. He'll take the knee in the final couple seconds. Will tick by this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wild Card matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the last of our 3 games on this Sunday. One more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up a very exciting 3 days of Super Wild Card weekend. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wild Card game. And it was the Miami Dolphins who are moving on as they knock off the Las Vegas Raiders. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8th. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense had his foot back on the helmet on his way out. Pretty much letting them know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Agnew now to return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 23. Lawrence. A slant to Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On
On second down, ETN once more.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
On third down, Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
So we turn to a trusted familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd and a couple.
Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A handoff for ETN. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Roquan Smith able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Another run here with Dobbins.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
Get this stop, defense.
Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Edwards. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. An option handoff here to Dobbins. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Can't officially call this a win for them yet, but it's looking good to move on to the divisional round. They'll be on the road, of course, as an underdog. But the age-old question, would you rather have the momentum they're going to have or sitting at home with a bye? I'm sure you'd probably rather have the bye.
You remember that conference call we had before the playoffs started? We were talking with some people in the industry and some of the coaches that are out there. And we kind of posed the same question. You know, if you're coming off of a game like this, you know, and you're taking out a team that had that open week, which way do you want to go? And you remember the answer they gave us? I want the better team. Okay, I get it. But I think there's a lot to having that momentum of having played versus coming off of that layoff because maybe you start a little bit slower. We see those upsets happen all the time.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jags continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead now 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So that one and it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Then he goes down. Devon Hamilton. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From midfield now, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the left side with Etienne. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.